Alright, what is up, Lenny S's? We are back at it again for the last time in 2022, and today we're doing a tier list of all the books that I read this year. So basically, I just want to flex on you all that I'm really smart and I read a lot of books. So, I've read 16 books this year, and we're going to go through and we're going to tier list rank them all. First of all, I want to change these tier list names. So let's change. S is going to be um, uh, Cassie Clare level, because I know she's problematic, but I love her writing, and I know it's bad, but I just love it. Then the next level is going to be actually, I don't like. Actually, I'm not into science fiction. I am into sci-fi, but it's not as good. And then the next one's gonna be. No, that's stupid. That's. Sorry. What's my second rank gonna be? Well, I think the last one should be. This is actually kind of hard naming these. The last one will be. Don't even. No, I don't know. What's the last one gonna be? Never again. Not with. Oh. 6-foot pole. This one's gonna be actually you kinda suck. The next one up, so the middle of the road is that's gonna be so a middle of the road. What's a good middle of the road? What are the middle path? I don't know, should this still be Cassie Clare level? Well, it's not really Cassie Clare level because she's very different, but I'm just gonna leave it as the best. And then what's the second one gonna be? Normal people would like this. Okay, so those are my 5 ratings. So I'll just go through and tell you all the books. So the first one is Restaurant at the End of the Universe. So just to preface this, I read what's the first one called? Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. So the first 4 books are Hitchhikers 2, 3, 4, and 5 because I read the first one ages ago, but I also reread it at the end of 2021. So Restaurant at the End of the Universe. I think it goes. I don't know if So Long and Thanks for All the Fish is next, and then it's Life, the Universe, and Everything, and then Mostly Harmless. I don't know what order they're going. I can't remember. Yeah. Then Rain, The Prophecy. Don't ask questions. Then The Corset. Then a book called Rest in Pieces. Then Stephen Fry's Mythos. Then a book called Law. Then Circe. Then Stephen Fry's Heroes, then a book called The Cuckoo, then Stephen Fry's Troy, then a book called Blow, Fire and Gold, then The Midnight Club, then The Book Eaters. So as I put them on the tier list, that's pretty much the order I read them in. As I put them on the tier list, I'll give you a little review. So let's start. I'm going to put all of the Douglas Adams ones in the middle path because they were fine, but they're not amazing. I've just got to check which one is which one is the first one. Just a second. Sorry. Um, yeah, so Mostly Harmless is the last one. So Long and Thanks for All the Fish must be the second one. Um, Obviously I rated it 3 stars. Yeah, so Long and Thanks for All the Fish is the second one. And then we can see what I rated them all. Like, if you like, I'll show you guys that. So, what did I give? Restaurant at the End of the Universe. Please, show us. Is it gonna like show us? Because for some of them, it like came up. Because I rate them all. I also rated that 3. I think I rated them all 3 stars. Because yeah. What's my review? What can I see my review? Edit review. Bit of a crap end to the story. That's what I said. If I go to my books, sorry. This is my Goodreads. Oh, look here. So, read, not all. Thank you very much. Oh, I didn't write a review for the Book Eaters yet. Cool. Obviously, I added heaps of books. Sorry. Can I have the ones I read this year? Can I do it by date read? Thank you. Here we go. Better than the first, Zaphod is annoying. Why does Arthur get a GF? More forward is needed. Cricket is correctly shat on. And then a bit of a crap into the story. So, as you can tell, As you can tell, like, I find books and I read them because, like, everyone says you have to read them, but I don't think that they're particularly, like, groundbreaking. Probably when they came out in what, like, I don't freaking know, the 70s or whatever. They would have been, like, really great and amazing, but, like, compared to everything else, like, they kind of suck. But, I can acknowledge, sorry, why people like them. Yeah. Next is Rain the Prophecy. Let's see what I gave that. I gave it a 4 stars. Easy read, enjoyed it. It felt a bit like fanfiction, but who doesn't love fanfic? Do not read it if you do not care. If you care about historical accuracy. So this is like a companion book to a TV show called Rain. That's about Mary Queen of Scots, which I love. Maybe I should change. Normal people would like this, and then normal people would not like this. So I'm gonna put Rain in normal people would like not this. Sorry, would not like this. Because I I genuinely enjoyed it. I thought it was hilarious and like it was just so funny. But number 1, if you haven't seen the show, like it happens between like I think it's between season 2 and 3. If you if you haven't seen the show, it makes like no sense and it's so dumb, but I love it. So yeah, like I love that. Okay, the next one is The Corset. Let's see what I said about that. I gave it 3 stars. Good story. However, Dorothy felt unnecessary. Ruth's story held its own, and the second perspective was arduous. I really wrote a good review for that one. So this one is about like it's like a really poor girl. It's kind of like it's got 2 perspectives. So it's got the perspective of a poor girl who's in jail for murder, and this other girl who's rich, who's like she like visits the jail and like her philanthropy is like helping this women's jail. But the poor girl, like she really truly believes that she can like she has like basically magical sewing powers, and she can like whenever she sews something or embroiders something, whatever she's like feeling goes into the garment, and like so if she's like really angry and like, so for instance she makes a corset for somebody and she hates this person, so she's making this corset for them and she hates this person, and it like poisons the person with her anger basically. um and the end is like left open. Oh, I don't know when, sorry, spoilers. The end is left open, like you're not quite sure if she actually has powers, because the reason she's in jail is because she's been accused of killing her like mistress, like the lady she works for. But it turns out that the mistress's husband and his girlfriend, like his, you know, the girl he actually likes, loves, killed the mistress, poisoned her with arsenic. So you're like, oh, she doesn't actually have powers, but then at the end it's like left open. She might actually have powers, which I actually liked. And I would put this in normal people would like this, because I think normal people would like this. Like I could recommend this to somebody and I wouldn't be embarrassed about recommending it to someone. The next one is Rest in Pieces. The Curious Fates of Famous Corpses. I gave it 4 stars. Super interesting, great layout. You can read that. I don't know. I did really like it. It's like she's like broken it up into sections. I think it was well laid out. I would have liked some more in-depth bit. It was kind of like Horrible Histories, but just about corpses, like about the lives corpses lead after they die. I would put this in. Normal people would not like this. So many people are like, why are you reading that? Like when I would explain it to them, they'd be like, what the hell? That's weird. Next is Mythos, the Greek myths retold. I gave it 4 stars. I think it was good. Mythos, Heroes, and Troy are all like in the same, I'd say, series, but like you don't have to read the previous ones to understand the next one, because obviously it's Greek mythology, so it doesn't really matter about like what order you read them in. But Mythos is like the first one, and it kind of goes over the creation myths, and like it hits all the big ones, I'd say, but it doesn't talk about any heroes. I would put this in normal people would like this. Like, really, it's a popular book. I'd actually put them all in normal people would like this, but I will go through them a little bit more in detail later. Next is Lore. It is by Alexandra Bracken. Oh, why has it got a little asterisk? Don't know what that means. I said it's like Percy Jackson meets Hunger Games meets Mortal Instruments, and it really kind of is. It's like basically this girl, it's so weird. So every 7 years, it's like 7 or 8, I can't quite remember, of the Olympian gods get turned mortal, and these 7 families who are descendants of heroes, like Greek heroes, or maybe it's 8 families, whatever. So there's like the Heraclides, the Achilles, the Patroclus. No, sorry, not Patroclus. Why did I just say Patroclus? The Achilles, the Pasides, like what is it? There's Achilles, Hercules, Perseus. There's a few others, obviously. Jason, the Jasonites. Like, you know, some Greek heroes. They are descended from them, and if you kill one of these gods while they're in human form, you get their powers for the next 7 years. So like, and it's really advantageous. Like if a member of your family becomes a god, it's really advantageous, because like, let's say if you kill Apollo, you can put like, you could like create a disease that your family only has the cure for, and then they sell the cure for heaps of money or something like that. So the story's about like a girl who, she's the last of her bloodline. She's the last of the Perseus bloodline. And she has like run away from it's called the Archon. No, it's not called the Archon. It's called the Argon. I don't know. Whatever it's called. She's run away from it. run away from the life because she's like, my whole family's been killed, I don't want to do this anymore. And she gets drawn back in, like Athena, like when all the gods are mortal, Athena basically tries to get the Aegis, the shield, off her, and then basically she ends it. It's really good, actually. I would put it. I think it was Cassie Cat. Like I know I rated it 4 stars, but I would actually rate it 5. I really liked it. I it was really good, actually. I really, really enjoyed it. It was, yeah, it was good. Next is Heroes by Stephen Fry. What did I say about that? Good, same style as Mythos. So again, I'd put it there. Ooh. It's good. It goes over the heroes, the main heroes, and even some of like the lesser heroes that you don't really hear about, like Bellerophon. I don't really know how to say his name. And like other smaller heroes that you don't really hear about, which I liked. As you can see, like in the middle of the year here, I had a little bit of a Greek kick, and I read 4 Greek books in a row. From August to October. I had a little bit of a Greek kick, so yeah. Next is The Cuckoo. Next is Circe. Sorry, I skipped one. Good. I like the feminist skew of the mythology. I'm not sure if I'd really I'd give it 3. I love how I'm changing my. I obviously went through a phase where I gave everything 4. I feel like I'd actually give this 3, not a 4. Okay. Sorry, back to Circe. So Circe is like, it's a retelling of the myth of Circe, she's a daughter of Helios, the god who drives the sun chariot, and just an Oceanid. Oh no, sorry, a Nereid, not an Oceanid, right? Yeah. Whatever. So she's powerful. She's a witch. And she basically because she's a witch, she gets sent, exiled to an island, and she plays a role in the Odyssey. So, like, Odysseus' ship lands there, and she turns them all to pigs, if you know that. Yeah, so it's good. It was a good feminist one. I don't know. I feel like I'm just gonna call this Blair. Like, I kind of want to, like, swap these. Yeah, there we go. But I don't really, because, like, most of them, I like these 3, but these 4, like, normal people like, but I don't really like. Am I going to put them in Blair, or am I going to put them in normal people would like this? But normal people do like that. Whatever. Circe's going in Blair. Like, I wouldn't read it again, but I would recommend it to somebody, but, I don't know, it's just, like, it was good, but, like, at the same time, it wasn't as good as other books I read. Next is The Cuckoo. I gave that one 4 stars. So it is the third and final book in a trilogy called Under the Northern Sky. The first one's called The Wolf. The second one's called The Spider. It's basically like kind of like an alternate history book, where he explores what what's it freaking called? England. You know, what did they call England before it was England? Sorry. Albion. Yeah, because they used to call England, the English Isles, Albion. Like just the English island. I don't know, whatever. If Albion had more than one, like, race of human. So basically, we follow. They're called the Anakim, and they're like just like tall people, basically. They're like 7 foot tall, and we follow Roper, who becomes a king when his dad dies. Blah blah blah. You know how it is. But his dad dies like suddenly, and the first book is quite political. Like, he's Roper's trying to get power, trying to like maintain his power while keeping the his war council happy, basically. And then in the second one, he starts a war with they're called the Southerners. They're like regular people. And there's this southerner called Bellamoose who's like an upstart. And spoilers here, I didn't like the ending because they lost. Like, the Anakim lost. And I was like, I thought we were supposed to be going for the Anakim, not for, like, the Southerners. But obviously we were going for the Southerners. I don't know. Like, I was really sad that they lost. And, like, all of them died, basically. Yeah. And at the end of the second book, my favourite character died. So I was really, like, reading the third one, I was, like, quite sad. Because I was like, he's not going to be in it. Like, his name's Price. Price isn't going to be in it. I'm so sad. But actually, like, it's a good series, and it's this guy, the author, it's his first ever series. And you can really see, like, how much better he gets at writing through each book, which I quite liked. So, and because I read them as they came out. Yeah. So I'm going to put The Cuckoo in. Normal people would not like this. They say it's like George R. R. Martin, but I don't agree. Troy, obviously normal people would like this. Again, I think I gave it 4... Oh, sorry. Still there. I gave it 4 stars. I'm going to give that one 3. I gave it 4 stars. It's good. Next is Blood, Fire and Gold, the story of Elizabeth II and Catherine de' Medici. As a good perspective of the historical story, nice comparisons between the two. I'm putting it in Blair. Like, it was fine, but I felt like it was a bit heavy, like a bit historically heavy, and that's not the kind of book I like. I'm not saying that, like, nobody likes that kind of book. Like, I totally get people like non-fiction books. I'm more of a fiction gal, and the way, like, Mythos, Heroes, and Troy are written are, like, kind of more of a fiction perspective, and I guess you could say they are more fiction, but this one was very, like, it was quite a slog, actually, to read. Next is The Midnight Club, which I gave 2 stars, my lowest rating. Kind of felt like religious propaganda from the main character, and the epilogue was so confusing. If you don't know The Midnight Club, it's like, it's a book. They've made it into a Netflix series, and the Netflix series is completely different. Like, I tried to watch the Netflix show, and, like, as much as I didn't like the book, I did not like the Netflix show anymore. I did not like the Netflix show. I like the Netflix show even less, sorry. And I felt like the Netflix show, they didn't capture what I thought the book was about. So basically, it's about the book and the show, I guess. The basic premise is that it's a bunch of kids who are in a hospice because they're dying of various things, cancer, blah, blah, blah. And they're in this hospice, and in the book, it's just 5. 5 of them meet for every night at midnight, and they each tell a story. And then basically, like, 1 or 2 chapters in, it's not a very long book, it's a very short book, they decide that whoever dies first has to try and, like, make contact from the other side. Blah, blah, blah. Basically, one of them finds out they're not terminally ill, and then all the others die. Like, it's revealed that, like, so basically there's 3 girls and 2 guys. So the main character is a girl called Ivanka. She has thyroid cancer. I don't think it really matters. She has cancer, and she's got, like, tumors in her abdomen. The girl who finds out she's not terminal has Hodgkin's, not Hodgkin's lymphoma. What is it? Something else. Something, what the hell does she have? It's by Christopher Pike as well, so apparently he has a lot of horror books. Yeah, I think whatever she has, like, halfway through the book, she finds out she's not terminal, and she just leaves. And then the other girl has lost a leg and is in a wheelchair, and she dies first. Then the 2 boys, one of them has leukemia, and the other one has what we think is brain cancer. It's later revealed that he has AIDS and not brain cancer. but so the five of them meet and they tell their stories, and then the four of them meet and tell their stories, and then the first one dies, and then they all kind of die like immediately successive. Like they die very quickly after, which is not funny. But the main girl, she's having these dreams about like past lives, and I think like the kind of, for me, the message of the story was kind of that, like, there's something after death and like past lives and reincarnation and blah blah blah. The Netflix show really doesn't like explore any of that. It's just telling the stories. It's just about the stories, because one of them tells scary stories, and apparently in the show, like, because I've never read any of his other books, they tell the stories of his other books, which I think is interesting. I think that's a great idea, but I just didn't like the show because I thought that they didn't capture what the book was about, even though I didn't like the book. And so it's not with a 6 foot pole. I hated it. Then the last book of the year that I read is called The Book Eaters. What did I give it? I gave it 4 stars. It came out. When did it come out? I think it came out this year. No, it didn't. Oh yeah, it came out this year. So I think I read 2 books that came out this year. Okay. Hello. Okay. What? Oh my god. Guys, it disappeared. What the hell? Thank God. Okay. Whew. That was very stressful for a moment there. So The Book Eaters it's about this, it's a little bit funny. So it's like a race of, I think they're aliens, and instead of eating food, they eat books, and they live in our world. Is that blood on my laptop? There's not, sorry. Oh, there's paint on it. Okay, whatever. There's not many of them. So in England, there are only 7 families left, and basically, the women can only have 2 children, and women are really rare, so they're like dying out. And then there's also sometimes things called, well, I don't know, mind eaters. So instead of eating books, they eat minds. And at the book starts, and we're following this girl. Her name is Devon, and I know it's a dumb name. But we're following Devon, and Devon had a son, and he was a mind eater, and she's run away with him because, for a couple reasons. Number one, mind eaters just get sent off to be like, and kept like animals. They're called dragons. It's really weird. And also, like, they make this drug that like allows the mind eaters to eat books and not starve, called redemption. And there's one family that makes the redemption, and they have like disappeared, like dissolved. So she's looking for them, and then it turns out she's working with the bad guy, and then a whole bunch of stuff happens. It was quite good. I'd say normal people would not like this. Actually, I'm gonna put up Cuckoo and Cassie Clare level. Sorry, I really liked that book. I really liked that series. Book Eaters is there. It was pretty good, but like it wasn't. Yeah, I'd read it again. I'd recommend it to weird people. Yeah, but so that's my tier list ranking of the books I read this year. So I also gave you a nice little review for each one, in my personal opinion. So there we go. Alright, thank you for watching. Have a great New Year, everybody, and I'll see you next time.